So what's up, gems? How you guys doing, my loves? Hope you all are enjoying your birthday season. Hope you all are turning up. All right, I do have your pre-shuffle here. Let's go ahead and hop into your reading for this week. It is going to be a weekly pertaining to June 15th through the 20th. All right, so this is officially approaching the last week of your season. So y'all go out with a bang, go out with a blast, Jim. All right, so it's going to be very general, guys, and I do have a pre-shuffle here, so take only what applies and leave the rest, but I'm going to make it very general as possible, but if we get into the details, then we get into the details. Okay, so quite frankly, the storyline is that there's something that you have found out about, something that it's either a realization or there's some truth. Either way, there's something that you have came to face with, you know? You can no longer ignore it. And whatever that is, it's causing you to isolate or someone around you. Take that as well. Okay. It could be a Virgo. Doesn't have to be. And then you will emotionally begin to disconnect from the situation or from this person. All right. Now, I don't know who or what you are walking away from just yet, but on the bottom of the deck, the back storyline, what we are talking about here is the Knight of Pentacles. So this is a very slow energy. Okay, very slow energy here with this Knight of Pentacles. And the first thing that I heard as I was doing this pre-shuffle was that you are being led. And I feel like you guys are listening, finally. You're being led and you are following this new path to your self-worth. It's an upgrade to who you are, which is this Queen of Pentacles. Tapping into this energy of value, self-worth, of stability, all of that. Okay. High Priestess came out to clarify this. So this basically means that you are being guided, you are being helped, you are being led, and you should listen if you are not. But I feel like you are finally, like I said, coming to terms that I need to be very strategic, very careful, very mindful of what I engage in, who I interact with, what I put up with, because it looks like you've been, in an energy of being breadcrumb, maybe settling. This could be money. This could be jobs. This could be friendships. This could be relationships. But I definitely feel like you were being breadcrumb in some sort of way, Jim. And now it's like it's being brought to the forefront that there has to be a change where you need to, put yourself in this Queen of Pentacles energy, knowing who you are, knowing your worth, and acting like it. Okay. So as I said, you are going to be walking away from this, emotionally detaching. And most of the time when people begin to emotionally detach, they do walk away. All right. So let's clarify this Ace of Swords. And let's see what is it that you have come to terms with. Ace of Swords for Jim, please and thank you. We have the Ace of Wands. So we're talking about new beginnings here. We have Queen of Cups here, and we also have the Tower. Okay. This is all about new beginnings. This Ace of Wands. This is Cancer, Pisces energy. Could be significant. Okay. Could be a mother figure as well. But we also have a Tower here. So there's a fallout. Scorpio energy too. There was a fallout about this feminine energy here. Whether it is a male, whether it is a female, whether it is a Cancer or a Pisces, I feel like this is you opening your heart back up. And I feel like you were crushed when you did. So maybe you allowed someone to come in, Jim. Maybe you were too trusting. Maybe your emotions got in the way at the time. But you're seeing the truth about that situation or either about that person. All right. So now that you are isolating with this Hermit, let's hit on the floor. Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles for the Hermit. So this is like you already isolating, but now you're being guarded. Okay, this Four of Pentacles. So you're guarding potentially your heart, your feelings. It's like you're not being vulnerable. You're contemplating. So it's that energy of, well, until I know more or until I really figure out what I'm going to do here about this person or this situation, then I'm just going to, sit back and chill. This is like letting things play out almost. You probably are very much in the energy of pondering, thinking, evaluating, processing, all of those things. The Hierophant is here on the bottom. So this could definitely be about your marriage. This could also be about your career. doing something as far as a contract is concerned. So this is like an obligation, something that you commit to. But right now you're holding back from this. Okay. Until you figure it out, it's like, I'm not even gonna touch it. So you do, from what I'm seeing here with this Eight of Cups, you do, like I said, detach. Let's clarify this. Okay, we have the Sun here, and we have the Seven of Swords. So kids come into focus with the Sun card. A Leo could be significant, but this is all about happiness and youthful. When I say youthful joy, this is like real happiness. You know, no one experiences pure joy and happiness like kids because they are so naive to the troubles of the world that they don't know but nothing but to be happy when they're not throwing a tantrum, right? So this is like the purest happiness, and I am seeing that there's some sneaky shit going on here with the Seven of Swords. So for some of you, this could be involving another person. Okay, on the bottom we do have the King of Pentacles. So we have Capricorn, and we have Taurus energy here with the King of Pentacles. This also could be someone's supervisor, someone's husband. Take it as it applies, but it's about being stable here. We have the Queen and the King. So for some of you, this is a marriage. It's matching energies here. So some of you may be walking away from your person, maybe because they were being sneaky, maybe because they were lying, but there is some deception here. So it really feels like a few storylines I'm picking up here with this Eight of Cups, with you walking away, Jim. For some of you, it's like, I'm hearing somebody use the kids as a reason to stay, as a reason to fake the happiness and go along with the program here. It's like, come on in. But as I was saying, Jim, it's almost like the storyline I was saying kind of got off track there, but it's like where somebody goes with the flow. You know, someone says, I'm staying for the kids. Okay, so that's one storyline I'm picking up. I'm also seeing that someone may have just, it's this energy where it's like a wolf in sheep clothing. So I don't know if this is, it feels very specific. I will say that, but it's a lot of times where, someone gets caught up with someone. They have the money, they have the lifestyle, and it's like, this is my person. But once you actually commit to this person, y'all get together, y'all move together, you get to see behind the scenes, behind the doors of how this person reacts, or how they not react, but how they react, maybe, but how they act in general when they're not in the public eye, when they cannot be seen. They could be, someone who is very much a sneaky person, a liar, a thief, whatever. And some of y'all, this could be self-deception where, hey, I thought I was happy in that situation. I thought I was happy in that relationship. I thought I was happy at that job. And maybe you find out some real tea. The reality of things may be coming to the forefront, which changes, how you feel about it. Or this could just be something being exposed. So you could be walking into the light, Carolyn. In other words, like seeing the reality of shit, or something could happen. Or could have happened, because I am seeing this tower here. So something causes this reality check that you are getting, seeing shit for what it is. But I do see you are walking away. Okay. So let's get some tea. Coming out immediately is limitations and fears. So some of you guys may have been afraid. This is more like self-deception. You may have been afraid to really get out here, to really try a new path or something different. But it is like limiting your own self, it's like getting in your own way. Okay, cycles and completion here. So this definitely could involve, and we have change. So, and she has a butterfly over her mouth. I've been telling you guys that there's something that you need to say, something you need to speak up about. So maybe it's time for you to change your perspective, or change the way that you approach a situation or go about a situation. I feel like you need to speak up, though. I'm hearing stop going along with the program. Don't tell people what they want to hear because you don't want to hurt their feelings. This is what I'm hearing. Those type of situations, people, connections, they can limit your belief. Okay, you can start bending so much. And as I was saying, Jim, you can start bending so much for other people or someone else that you end up boxing your own self in. Okay. It's like trapping your own self in. So it is time for you to take some action and, do what you need to do. And I feel like I said, you guys are detaching emotionally from something or someone here. And most of the time that leads to the physical walking away. Okay. So let's get some advice for you. Cause that's the T. See what deck do I want to use? Let's talk about the chakra. I have used this deck for a couple weeks. I'm going to use this as the advice. What should you be doing? What supports you? What do you need to know? For Gemini. Please and thank you. I was going to say, what's coming out? We have Workaholic coming out with Destiny. There is something that you guys need to say, something that you need to do. Okay, workaholic is this blue chakra. This is the blue chakra, which represents the throat chakra. We're talking about speaking up, something that you need to say that will bring in the change that you want. And I promise you, this is going to lead you to this Queen of Pentacles. It's going to upgrade your life in some shape or form, whether this is mentally, physically, emotionally, or financially. There's something that you need to say, maybe even at work or maybe about work, that's going to lead you to what you are destined to have, but you got to speak up. Prayer is here on the bottom. So definitely ask for guidance, ask for help, ask for assistance. And I definitely feel like you will be on your path. That's what you have to do. You have to speak up. You have to walk away. You have to get out here and claim it. So claim it in the comments below. Thank y'all for watching, Jim. Wishing you all the best light, love, positive vibes, and abundance to you. Thank you for watching, babes. Bye.